Hello everyone, welcome to Serendipity in Quarantine. Today we are going to see fourth chapter of ninth standard Geography NCERT called Climate. This is the most interesting chapter and I'll be dividing it into some parts so that we can understand it thoroughly. So let us begin. First of all, what is a climate? So climate refers to sum of total weather condition and variations over large area over long period of time. For example, more than 30 years. Now we are saying because of global warming, the climate overall is changing. Usually India used to have three distinct climate, that is we used to have winter, then summer and rainy season, but now the whole nature has been changed. And what is the weather? It refers to state of atmosphere over an area at any point of time. For example, today it is sunny, so the today weather is sunny. Maybe tomorrow the estimates is there will be clouds, so the tomorrow's weather will be cloudy. So there are some elements which are similar to weather and climate, that is temperature, atmospheric pressure, wind, humidity and precipitation. It determines what kind of weather or climate is there. So India, the main feature of climate is monsoon. This word monsoon originated from Arabic word called mosim, which literally means season. So monsoon refers to seasonal reversal of wind direction during a year. So we'll be seeing that in detail in the next video. So in India itself, there is variations in precipitation regarding to region. For example, in Rajasthan, you see there is very low rain, while compared to in Meghalaya there is very high rain. There is also variation in temperature during same season. For example, in summer there is 50 degree in some parts of Rajasthan desert, whereas there is only 20 degree in Pahalgam in Jammu Kashmir. So there is difference between day and night temperature also observed. For example, in Thar desert, the temperature may rise to 50 degree in the afternoon and it will drop to nearly 15 degree in the same night. On the other hand, there are some places where there is hardly any difference. For example, most of the coastal regions or islands like Andaman Nicobar or like state of Kerala. In Himalaya, we see type of precipitation in terms of snowfall, while in Meghalaya you see 400 centimeters in rain, and in Ladakh there is less than 10 centimeter of rain. Also in some western parts of Rajasthan. As we go from in northern plains, there is decrease in rainfall generally from east to west. So why is that? So there are some climatic controls which determine how much rainfall will be there. There are 6 major controls of climate: latitude, altitude, pressure and wind system, distance from the sea, that is continentality, ocean currents and relief features. So if you consider, the earth has curvature, because of which the amount of solar energy received varies from latitude to latitude. For example, at equator there is the highest insolation, that is solar energy received, and as we move towards pole it decreases. Also in case of altitude, if we move from surface to higher, then atmosphere becomes less dense and temperature decreases. As you go up the hill, there is cool temperature, and hence in summer we mostly visit hills. In case of pressure and wind system, any area dependent on latitude and altitude of the place. So thus it influences temperature and rainfall pattern. Distance of the sea is important. As we move away from the sea, its influence decreases on the weather, and then people experience extreme weather condition. For example, in coastal regions, there is no much variation of temperature throughout the day, but as compared to it in plateau region, there is extreme variation. This is called continentality. Remember this. Then another important factor is ocean currents. So what are ocean currents? They are stream under the ocean which flow from particular point to another point. There are two types of ocean current, warm and cold currents. So these ocean currents influence onshore wind effect and climate of the coastal area. For example, if there is warm current, then the temperature of the ocean onshore region will be warmer. Also relief, like high mountains, they act as barrier for cold or hot winds. For example, Himalaya protect Indian continent from cold winds from the north side. So these are some of the major factors which control the climate. So now we will see their effects on India's climate. Consider first part, latitude. Tropic of Cancer passes through middle of our country. This creates India's position at tropics. So the north of tropic region lies in subtropic, while the south lies below tropics. So hence India observed both tropical as well as subtropical climate. In case of altitude, we have as high altitude as Himalayas. As I said, they prevent cold winds from Central Asia from entering subcontinent, because of which we have comparatively milder winters as compared to Central Asia. Then pressure and wind. Pressure and winds have three important points: pressure and surface wind, upper air circulation, western cyclonic disturbances, and tropical cyclone. So first I will be telling you some facts. Please remember them. In case of pressure, the flow is from high pressure to low pressure. The wind which is named is usually named after where it originates. For example, westerly winds emerge from west and easterly winds emerge from east. So here they have given that India lies in region of northeasterly winds. Hence they originate from northeast and they move towards southwest. So these winds originate from subtropical high pressure belt of northern hemisphere. So what is subtropical belt? This is equator. Region near it is called subtropical high pressure belt. Also one more fact is that whenever temperature is high, pressure is low. Whenever temperature is low, pressure is high. So these subtropical winds blow southward. These northeasterly winds blow southward and get deflected to the right due to Coriolis force. So what is Coriolis force? An apparent force caused by Earth's rotation. It is responsible for deflecting winds towards right in northern hemisphere and to the left in southern hemisphere. This is also known as Ferrel's law. Here you can see this is Coriolis force causing winds to deflect towards right in northern hemisphere and to its left in southern hemisphere. So these winds generally carry little moisture where it originates and blow over the land. Hence they bring no rain or little rain. So during winter, high pressure area north of the Himalayas, as I said, low temperature, high pressure. Cold dry winds blow from this region to low pressure area over the ocean in the south. So from high pressure to low pressure, the winds flow towards high temperature of the ocean. While in summer, low pressure area develops over interior Asia as well as over northwestern India. So these cause complete reversal of winds. So monsoon is what? Complete reversal of winds. So these winds flow from southeasterly direction, that is they originate in southeast and they move towards southwest. So these winds are called as southwest monsoon winds, as they bring monsoon to Indian subcontinent. There is also one more term called jet stream. So what are jet stream? They are narrow belt of high altitude above 12,000 meter westerly winds in the troposphere. So their speed is about 110 km per hour in summer and about 184 km per hour in winter. So there are different jet stream. They are above all other winds and they mostly move in troposphere. So India lies under subtropical westerly jet stream, that is it originated in subtropics from west and they move towards east. So these winds are flown over India and blocked by Himalaya throughout the year except in summer. In summer, western cyclonic disturbance is originated. What is western cyclonic disturbance? It is disturbance where weather phenomena of winter months brought by the westerly flow from Mediterranean region. So Mediterranean region is in the Middle East and it from where the disturbance originate, and it causes tropical cyclones in India in the month of October and November, mostly in the coast of Odisha and Andhra Pradesh. So these western cyclonic disturbances are experienced in north and northwestern parts of the country, while in summer subtropical westerly jet stream move north of the Himalayas with the apparent movement of the sun, and then an easterly jet stream called subtropical easterly jet stream blows over peninsular India. So this is the change which influences the onset of monsoon. Now we will be seeing Indian monsoon in detail in the next video. Please go to next video to understand more about climate. And if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe.